Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. This time he's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
And they'll stop him just short of the... inches away from moving the sticks. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll run the sneak for it. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. After the run, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Bringing it back, it's Brown. That's a perfect example of not... The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Line gets set, first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
To the air, it's Glagway. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first.
Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. One final play before the end of the quarter. The play action fake. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Gators!
Florida, number 3, with the catch and score.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep...
Intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the... Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires and picked off. He'll go out of bounds. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Daniels. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's... The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dances away. He'll fire to his right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drive. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Gonna take a shot. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half.
Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
It is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 10 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard.
It's a fumble! Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Got room on the return. Touchdown! Here comes the offense on first down. The run from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. Discards a man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's Daniels.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch, called for and made. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Back to throw, it's Flagway. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Finds a tight end down the gut. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage and probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 3rd and long coming up here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Feeling some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball comes to rest right there. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.